Hey guys, Camfrey15 back at it with another video for you guys. Back with another episode review of May I Ask for One Final Thing. As we are getting to the I guess you would say the show's finale for this upcoming Friday. Apologies for missing out the past few weeks in terms of episodes, but um, realistically, if we're being honest, kind of what we've been getting the last few weeks. Nothing's really been happening crazy. Now, like this week, shit got crazy, especially with the fact that Terenezza has fully charmed Prince Julius to work for her. But to be honest, I think Scarlet's more happy that she gets to finally punch his ass. But essentially, the whole goal of what we've been seeing these past three episodes is basically, again, we know that Terenezza's her whole thing is to create chaos and create war, so then the kingdoms are at war with each other and everything. But eventually, with the help of the other kingdoms, so that one prince who also just is in love with Scarlet and just loves it when she in a weird way tortures him and beats him the shit up. You just have it to where they're working together. And actually the funny part is she already tamed this dude's dragon, right? Because now that they've like created an ally force, right? I find it absolutely hilarious that Scarlet already tamed this dude's dragon. Like this dude's dragon's taming. This dragon just listens to Scarlet, and she's like, "Okay, my little dragon pest, you do your thing, right?" And she listens to him. I'm just like, hey, the dragon knows what he sees, and he wants what he wants. So, I guess it makes sense for the dragon to start simping for Scarlet, right? But I found that quite interesting and funny to say the least. Now, I did like the one scene too in one of the episodes, where the guy, our red-haired prince, is hitting on Scarlet, but Julius basically makes it known, like, no, I'm not going to allow that to happen. Basically, kind of marking his territory, basically telling dude, hey, back off. Scarlet is my lady, right? Which is funny because Scarlet, in a weird way, is like, wait, what did you mean by that? And I'm just like, oh, Scarlet, come on now. Like, you should know what the prince means by that. And I don't know if she's doing this oblivious thing because she doesn't know the prince is messing with her. But like, it's blatantly obvious that like he hasn't done all these things, especially for her, and helped her alongside the way, and especially appreciates her personality the way it is because he doesn't like her. Like, it's clear he's very much in love with Scarlet, like plain and simple. So maybe going into next week, does he find a way to overcome her Terenessa's charms? I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of the thing there, right? So anyways, you had that whole happening, and also too, if you remember, Terenezza also captured Scarlet's familiar, and we saw like one of the episode ends before we get to this episode, this most recent episode, of how basically she used, because she charmed Scarlet's familiar, he was able to help charm Julius in his sleep. So now Terenezza's under his charms, Julius under Terenezza's charms. So essentially, we're getting close to the end, right? So they basically go raid one of the church halls and everything to stop Terenezza and try to also get Diana's powers back. Also, I think I forgot to mention, Terenezza did have a conversation with the goddess. I forgot what her name is, but the goddess, and basically the goddess, and like, you need to take something that truly, means and hits home to Scarlet, right? Which is obviously the prince. As much as Scarlet does not, or gets annoyed by Prince Julius, deep down, you can clearly tell she also does like him like that too, because he actually genuinely does care about her, right? But anyways, this ends up with the fighting going on between like the church members and everything. Eventually, Scarlet gets past these dudes fairly easily, and it ends up becoming a whole out all out battle with Scarlet's brother and a few other members. But you know, they're getting overpowered, right? And they're clearly losing the fight now. Scarlet on her end, she finally ends up catching up to Terenezza, right? And essentially Terenezza and Scarlet have their clash, to say the least, right? And it was absolutely hilarious because like Scarlet wastes absolutely no time. Like she legitimately comes in and punches the shit out of Terenessa again, and I'm just like, bro, she's not playing around, right? But see, Terenessa tries to think like she's gonna get the upper hand on Scarlet, but Scarlet, obviously with her god powers, now she's able to overcome that. And throughout the fight, we end up seeing how Diana's obviously seeing the fighting going and the fact that she's worried because she can't put up a barrier to protect everybody because she has not her Saint's ability. But because due to Scarlet helping and kind of stopping Terenessa for the time being, it ends up getting Diana her Saint abilities back, which that happens to Diana. She creates the barrier for everybody, and essentially they turn the tide of the battle, and basically it all comes down to Scarlet taking down Terenessa once and for all. But essentially Terenessa basically reveals that like she's charmed Julius because Julius attacks Scarlet, and then obviously Scarlet sees Julius basically like around Terenessa, and obviously Scarlet's kind of pissed off because she's like, what the hell is going on? And obviously Terenessa's like, oh well, I charmed your beloved prince. And see, the thing is, Terenessa was thinking like, oh, this is going to affect Scarlet, and it's just gonna break Scarlet, and that's when I'm gonna get her. But in reality, it actually just makes Scarlet a lot happier because she's like, well, good. I needed to knock some sense into this damn prince, right? And she legitimate, even though the prince is like, look, Scarlet, I feel some sort of way. Excuse me. I feel some sort of way, but I gotta do what I gotta do for Lady Terenessa. And it's funny because Scarlet immediately just punches the shit out of this dude. Now he does get back up, and he's not really too bad. My goodness. Don't know where all these hiccups are coming. He's not really too badly damaged, so I'm probably thinking what Scarlet's plan is probably hit Julius so freaking hard to the point he snaps out of the charm, or the charm effect wears off, and then eventually they both take down Terenessa. So with where it's going to be going in the next, or in the show's finale, because I don't know if there's going to get another season, or I don't even know if there's more content to adapt after this. I guess we'll see, but other than that, it was a solid episode. Ready to see how this show finally concludes, and hopefully Terenessa finally gets her comeuppance and finally loses, and or maybe they spare her and she realizes the goddess was all just a lying, what to her the entire time. But we'll see. But anyways, we're gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys liked the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more. May I ask for one more final thing, content or any other anime content I upload to the channel and things like that. But till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day or your night or into this video, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.